time for O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson.
Unbelievable, big old beans.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson is presented each week by CVA. It's just a better gun.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. Today we're taking a look at the upcoming season, and what a season it was. My goodness. Quail hunting, hog hunting, turkey hunting, deer hunting. Oh my goodness. And let's start off with a couple of shows, one in Sneedsboro, North Carolina, that raised money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association through Bojangles, and then a trip to Burnt Pine Plantation in East Georgia. Quail hunting plantation style is terrific. You should consider it for taking youngsters. I mean, you know the quail are there. It's very social. You get to see the dogs working. It's all very, very positive. All the other hunts will come up, but right now, let's watch these. There's the one. There they are. Good shot. Gonna be headed your way, Wilson.
All right.
Just like that. I want to introduce to you Wilson. He's from the Charlotte area. What? Give me a little bit about your hunting history,
Sure.
please.
Well, I grew up at an early age. My mother grew up on a farm, actually not far from here, and grew up going quail hunting and dove hunting. And then more recently, one of the individuals I work for they have a hunting ranch in Texas, and so I do a lot of quail hunting down there.
It's nice to be able to have a place close by.
It is.
What, an hour away?
For sure. Yeah, this is great. This is great right here.
Sure is.
Yeah, it's really beautiful property, and seem like great birds.
Well, you'll be back to Buchanan, I'll bet.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a great place.
Oh.
What's up? What's up, buddy?
Oh. There you are. I want to introduce you to Brian Murphy. He's with QDMA there in Athens and Bogart, Georgia. So tell us what got this group together.
Well, Neil, we're here at historic Burnt Pine Plantation here in northern Georgia, having a big time. Two of our members from West Virginia traveled all the way down here to Georgia to experience their first ever quail hunt. It's also a deer hunt as well. So they purchased this hunt at our national convention. What's important is that the hunt was fully donated by Burnt Pine, so 100% of the proceeds go to our mission. Make a difference for kids, for the future of hunting, for solving some of the big issues out there that face hunting today. So we're so blessed to be able to enjoy this and do good deeds for our mission as well.
Do you see this as being a family thing, hunting, and how has it resulted so far with your family?
Taking my family has changed all that, because now I get to watch them hunt, spend the week with them. I have no regrets going away on these trips and having a blast. So.
And you've been all over. You've been a lot of places, huh?
Yeah, we're taking
Fortunate?
them South Africa, New Zealand, Alaska. So the kids have had their opportunities, that's for sure.
You bet. One more thing, I hear there's a little contest going on.
Well, we're going to see how this
for the
rolls.
trip back.
Yeah.
And that is?
So the situation is my son, I wasn't sure if he was going to get any quail. So if he got more quail than I did, he gets to paint my beard whatever color he wants for my ride home for 2 days and embarrass me at every restaurant there is from here to West Virginia.
Okay, and I'll bet at the end of this show, if he gets to do that, and it looks like he is.
Oh no.
I'll show you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the show.
All right.
End of the show with a colored beard.
All right, I'll let you do it. For
Okay,
him.
you got
for
it.
him.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, brought to you by your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. Bill Jordan's Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. The Whitetail Institute of North America, research equals results. The Furminator, best food plot implement on earth. Conus, shoot like a pro. Tough Shed, premier builder of sheds and garages. And by Zach Brown's Southern Grind Knives. Only the best make the cut.
Welcome back. You're watching a preview of the upcoming season of O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson. One of the things that I enjoy so much during the season, and you should too, is taking a youngster hunting. I've been hunting with my grandson, Cody, for many years, but in the last few years, he's been in charge. I'm not the tutor anymore, and so I get to go with him, and he decides where to hunt, how to hunt, and so on. So let's watch Cody and see what he's learned over the years and how it turned out for him during this deer season. I got to bring you up to date here because this trip is a continuance of a trip we made last year with Cody. So what happened last year?
Well, last year, you know, we sat there, we scouted, we found the right spots. Food plot perfectly green.
You found it?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The food plot was perfectly green. We had deer in the field, had a nice 8-point buck there, but he just never would come within range. Just everyone was too far out. That food plot, it was a lot bigger. It was more set up for a centerfire rifle. Well, I came back, I made sure that, you know, I did a little bit more research. I made sure there was still good enough sign. Right through the wood line, I found another food plot.
Okay.
It's more set up for a muzzleloader because nowhere in that food plot is there a spot a deer can go that I cannot reach out to with this muzzleloader.
If he comes in, you've got a shot.
Yes, sir. And I sat there, I was up there last weekend, double checked, scrapes, rubs, tracks everywhere. It's great.
Okay, he lets you know he's around.
Oh, yes, sir.
They're around.
They're around.
All right, well, I'm with you, pal.
All right, let's see.
Cody and I got in the stand early that afternoon. Didn't have much action, just a doe or two, but that was okay. And a little spike buck came along too. Kind of disappointing, really. Well, we hunted hard yesterday afternoon and this morning in the same spot, the place of Cody's choosing. So what do you think now?
Well, I believe, you know, we still did some scouting and it's still got the most sign that we've seen around here. So I personally think we should go back to the same spot again. It's our last afternoon. We've already been there twice now, and at least we are seeing some.
If you don't have a shooter buck by this afternoon, are you going to take a doe?
Yes, sir, and that's another reason, you know, at least we know there are does there, so we will have the opportunity of that as well.
Right, and we hadn't taken one this season. You
Yes,
haven't,
sir.
so that's okay.
All right.
All right, let's pack up. Cody went back without me, that rascal, the second afternoon of our short hunting trip. A young 6-point came in and was really active. Maybe Big Brother was hanging around somewhere.
There's a pretty wide 6-pointer down there. I'm just going to let him walk and wait till next year. I think I might end up taking out one of these does that'll get me some meat in the freezer at least. I got her now. You do? Are you ready? Okay. You on her? Yeah. Drop her in her tracks. Well, it's been a pretty good hunt so far. It's been 2 days. Originally came out here for a buck. This was our last evening hunt. Saw a doe, decided I'd rather just take the meat than go home empty-handed, and sure enough, we got her. Let's go see.
When you're reading descriptions about binoculars, rifle scopes, spotting scopes, you'll see the terminology about coated lens. Well, what does that mean? If it were just a piece of glass in there, then it would reflect a great deal of the light. Because it's coated, it allows a generous portion or more light to pass through. It makes it brighter for you under low light conditions. It's very desirable, and you can tell the difference. And that is your CONUS hunting tip of the week.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is presented by the Georgia Department of Tourism and Economic Development, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources Wildlife Resources Division, and Georgia State Parks and Historic Sites.
You're watching the preview show of the upcoming season of O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson. That rascal Travis has moved to Texas. Way up in the northeast corner in a little town called Kelton in Wheeler County. There's only 5,400 people in the whole county. He loves it. He's a whitetail and turkey hunting guide. Believe that? Well, the rascal's gone, but boy, they sure do get a lot of deer and turkeys. In any case, let me show you this. He invited Dakota Russell, a friend, out to whitetail hunt. And they had quite an adventure, and we'll show you that because it's upcoming this season.
Looks like they see that deer up there by the hill. No. What? Right here. Where? Right here. 15 yards. What is it? Is it him? It's him. It's definitely him. What? I know. Oh yeah, there he is right there. I got him. Yeah. Oh, good. You want to make a noise? Yeah. He did.
Whole 15-yard tracking job.
Tracking job. Oh man. Talk about some browse, son. That's what I'm talking about. What a cool looking deer right there now.
I know, look at that. He's got mass all the way out.
That is
Good bright
awesome.
pine weight. Look, he's been
He's
been tearing up trees out here the past week. They've been rutting real hard. Man, that's awesome, Buck. Hey,
Oh yeah.
out here, buddy.
Man, look at that browse right there. That's crazy. How many times are you gonna kill one with browse like that, you know?
Another hunt in Texas, Travis took with a fellow by the name of Mark Scroggins. He's a guide and a seasoned television show host. Watch what they do.
Good shot. We just smoked him. Yeah. Ain't no tracking this one. That's the way we like it. Look at the body on that thing. Oh, I love it when you see them go down. Folks, look at that. That spike right there. Unbelievable. What a deer. It's hot. It's early bow season here. It's the second week in October at Rush Creek Guide Service. And this guy's been like a ghost for a couple years. It's only the second time we've ever seen him in daylight hours in person. But the trail cam pictures last couple days, he's been showing up, and the wind was just, I mean, it was perfect, just barely though, the way he's coming. And I'm telling you, he stepped out. When I first seen him through the brush, he was like 10 yards. I mean, he was right there. Oh, crossbow smacked him. Unbelievable, big old beams. God is good, that's all I can say. I'm so happy right now, folks. I am so happy. That's awesome. That is awesome, awesome.
We have more from O'Neill and Travis, but first, let's thank these sponsors. Works Power Share. Share batteries, save money. QDMA, where deer hunters belong. Fire Aid. Don't fight fires, extinguish them. Year One, your source for muscle car parts. Rugged Ridge, your Jeep, your adventure. And by Thorogood, over 125 styles of job-fitted footwear, proudly made in the USA since 1892. Now, let's join O'Neill for some flavorful cooking with Swaggerty's Farm sausage.
This recipe this afternoon is for Swaggerty's Premium Sausage, both the roll sausage and the patties, and you can crumble it up like it's going to look like this. You're going to brown it in the pan. It's potato hash and sausage. Potatoes are prepared. So in a pan, onions, red peppers, cilantro, and garlic. How could you cook without garlic? And let this cook up a little bit, and we'll add the sausage, and we will add the potatoes, and then I have a surprise for you when I finish this up. When the onion, the pepper, the cilantro, and the garlic is softened or been sauteed, add the potatoes. Top it off with the Swaggerty's Premium Sausage, crumbled and browned. And for a lot of people might use the regular sausage. I prefer the hot sausage in this recipe. We've done it before, and the hot sausage is just a tiny bit more to my taste. When this is done and served, I have a surprise. Swaggerty's Farm Premium Sausage Potato Hash. And here's your surprise. Top it off with a sunny side up egg. Recipe? I bet you want it. Swaggertys.com, O'NeillOutside.com. Say, I've got something brand new for you. You're going to love it. Every week on the Zach Brown Southern Grind Knife Guest Book, we'll be giving away a Southern Grind knife. Yes, indeed. So go to the guest book, and if we use your comment on the air, we'll send you the knife. This week from John Endress in Sears, Michigan. I've been wanting to try hunting deer with a pistol. I have a 9mm and was wondering if that would have the killing power needed. Oh man. If the deer's within about 10 feet, yes. But even more importantly, two things. Number one, I'll bet wherever you hunt, whatever state, there are regulations with regards to the size of the pistol, the size of the caliber, okay? For instance, here in Georgia, minimum, I believe, is a 44 mag. You got to check that out. And then two, let's think about this for a minute. It's hunting, it's sport, but we owe the white-tailed deer a very prompt kill, okay? I think there are a lot better choices than a pistol. I know I'm probably not inaccurate beyond about 8 feet. A rifle would be your choice, that or a muzzle loader. So, if you'd like to win the knife, be awarded the knife, go to O'NeillOutside.com. We use your comment, your question, we'll send you the knife. There's a whole bunch of stuff on O'Neill Outside this year from Texas, as you can imagine. And here's a grouping of it, if you will. That Travis had quite a year, he and his buddies, with a lot of critters. And let me pass these along to you right now. You can plan to watch.
Golly. Woo. You have a good flight? Yeah. Let's get after it.
That's what you get. That's a pretty antelope right there, girl.
And he'd walk, and he'd be, and then we'd see there was one behind.
That's what I'm talking about. I swear that gets me more fired up.
Man, you got 4,000 pictures because it's cows.
Same deer.
Met you yet?
Dakota.
Danny Pierce.
Good to
Nice to meet you. Now this, you got a nice one too, right?
I did.
Before I leave you today, I'm excited to tell you about a book. It's called O'Neill Outside, People and Places Along the Way, 65 Years in the Outdoors. It's not a how-to book. It's my stories and my adventures. I hope you'll enjoy it. I know that you will. $1 of every sale goes to the Ronnie Thames Foundation for children burn victims. It'll be worthwhile. If you don't like the book, I'll send you your money back. Visit o'neilloutside.com, click on the book cover. You'll be directed as to how to buy it.